I'm Rory and I am from Canada. This is going to be the first of a short series on issues in Canada and ideas for addressing them. The first issue, the one that got me interested in public policy in the first place, is green energy and how Canada should benefit from it. Failing to invest in green energy could cost us in the long term. Alberta and Saskatchewan, for example, will eventually lose a significant sector of their economies when the world at large sheds its demand for non-renewable energy. To prepare for that, the Canadian government should partner with the governments of Alberta and Saskatchewan to build solar and wind farms, allowing the biggest energy powerhouses in Canada to maintain that status from now until well after the world has shifted to green energy. There are very few people who investment in green energy would not benefit. For example, if a quarter of people who own gas vehicles switched to electric, then gas companies would feel pressure to decrease their prices on gas to avoid letting more people switch to electric vehicles. That in turn would decrease gas prices, which would make life more affordable for Canadians who own gas vehicles. I should note that I am aware that in our current day and age, there are other matters that are more urgent to Canada than climate change, such as sovereignty, and I ultimately do think that climate change shouldn't be our number one priority. However, I still think it must be a priority. If Canada continues to ignore any commitments to climate change that it sets for itself, then our country will show the international community that we are an unreliable country that can't be counted on to do the right thing or keep its promises. According to Canada's 2026 Spring Energy Factbook, 76% of our energy came from non-renewables in 2023, and there's likely a similar rate today. This is something that our country should change to allow Canadians to live a more affordable, more secure lifestyle. I hope you'll listen to my next video on Canada's voting system and ideas for how proportional representation could be implemented. Thank you for listening.